Hello, everyone. My name is Mariana, and I want to start off my talk with a simple object this key. We all know what keys are made for. They open things, they open doors. But here's the thing a key only works if you choose to use it. I could hold it in my hand all day if I wanted to, but it wouldn't unlock anything, would it? Unless I decided to turn it. Now, think of this key as your potential. Every single one of you holds the key to tomorrow's world. But let me ask you a question. By a show of hands, how many of you have ever had an idea, a dream, or a goal, but hesitated because you were afraid it might not work? Thank you, but that was a silly question because here's the thing. Every single one of us has been there. We've all felt that fear of failure, that little voice in our head saying, what if I'm not good enough? Or what if I mess up? But let me tell you something. Every great invention, every groundbreaking idea, every act of change in this world started with someone who felt exactly like that, but decided to act anyway. And this brings me to today's key message. The world of tomorrow isn't written in stone, it's written in sand, ready for us to reshape it. It's not something we simply stumble into, it's something we actually create. But here's the hard part. Shaping the future means taking risks. It means stepping out of what's comfortable. And that's exactly what I did when I chose to stand here today. When I decided to give this talk, I'll admit my first reaction wasn't excitement, it was doubt. Because what if I mess up? Or what if I don't inspire anyone? But then I realized if I said no, I'd be closing the door on a chance to grow, to challenge myself, and to at least try to make a small difference in someone else's life. So I said yes, not because it was easy, but because I knew it mattered. Now, let me tell you a story. Years ago, there was a young boy who struggled in school. His teachers thought he was lazy, and even told him he wouldn't amount to much. But this boy had a relentless curiosity and a willingness to challenge everything he was told. And can you guess that boy's name? It's Albert. Yes, Albert Einstein. Einstein didn't become a genius overnight. He wasn't afraid to fail, to look foolish, or to question what everyone else accepted. And that's what made him extraordinary. Now, you don't need to be Einstein to make an impact. You just need the courage to try, to see possibilities where others see limits. But that was just a story. Now, I want to give you a personal example about someone who I really look up to and is still very important to me. My 9th grade physics teacher. Now, I gotta be honest with you. At the time, I didn't really like physics. Science just wasn't my thing. But this teacher, he was different. He made me see not only physics, but the world in a way I never thought I could. And there's one moment that really stuck with me. A month before an important physics exam, he gave us a piece of advice. He said, do one exercise per day. Just one. Trust me. You won't even realize how much they'll help you. Now, those words really stuck with me, and I decided to trust him. One exercise per day. That's it. No shortcuts, no excuses. And let me tell you, life didn't make it easy. It was Christmas time, I went on a trip to Andorra, and I'm not complaining, it was beautiful. I was in the middle of the snow and obviously surrounded by distractions. But I still got the time to do my daily exercise. I do the problem, send it to him to check, and see if I got it right. Now here's what happened. When the time came to take that exam, almost everyone in my class failed. But me, I got over 80%, and the best score in the whole class. And no, I'm not a genius, but for someone who's not a fan of science, that was pretty unbelievable. And you know what that teacher did? He stood in front of the class and said something I'll never forget. She got this result because she worked for it. Every day she did a little bit, and that little bit made all the difference. And he was right. At the time, doing one exercise per day didn't feel like much. Some days I even thought, does this really matter? But looking back, those small, consistent efforts were what gave me a giant leap forward. And these small steps are what's going to lead you to greatness. Trust me, I know that trying to change tomorrow's world is scary. It's unfamiliar. It's the unknown. But it is a must. You've got to be uncomfortable. You've got to be uncertain because that's how we grow. There are 8 billion people on this planet. It's easy to feel small, insignificant even. But you need to realize that you have the potential to be extraordinary. You could be the greatest, the best at what you choose to pursue. I mean, do you really think that Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg always knew they'd achieve what they have? They didn't. They were just regular people, like you or like me. The difference is that they realized something critical. It's not about comparing yourself to others. It's about understanding that your success, your greatness, your growth, it's all on you. So stop thinking, oh, someone else will do it better than me. Because they won't. You can do it better. Because only you have your unique set of interests, talents, and potential. And this applies to every area of life. Sure, others might be better in some things. But you could be the best at what truly drives you. Even if you don't feel like you have a special talent right now, don't give up. If you're willing to search, to try, to fail, and especially to learn, I'm sure you'll find it. And that's why I believe this topic is so important to talk about. We need to encourage ourselves, each other. Young minds like us are what's going to build the future. I mean, I don't think we even realize that we practically have the world of tomorrow in our hands. And we could do so much with that. So, don't wait for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Be the one who writes your own story. And promise me that you won't walk away from this room and let today's inspiration fade into tomorrow's excuse. So, take the key, turn it, unlock your potential, and when you do, I promise you that door will lead to something greater than you've ever imagined. Thank you.